Live in high definition from WBFF TV in Baltimore. This is Fox 45 Morning News. All local, all morning.
When you're sick or not feeling well, typically you go to the doctor. You tell them your symptoms, you wait for a diagnosis, and then you get a prescription that will take care of whatever ails you. Well, what if it's not your body that's hurting, but your finances? LouisScatigna, the financial physician, says you'd follow the same steps. And he's here with tips on what to do if you and your family are financially sick. He's also going to take your phone calls in just a few minutes. So if you have any questions for our Take Action Thursday, you can give us a call. Good morning.
Good morning, man.
All right, so it's the same formula from your body being sick to your finances being sick, huh?
Oh, it's quite the same. You know, you have symptoms, you have diagnosis, you have treatments. Financial illness or financial health is pretty much the same as physical health.
And I bet you the majority of us are in some kind of financial sickness. Let's go through some of the symptoms so we know just how bad off we are if it's a terminal case. What are some of the symptoms that we know that our household finances aren't good?
Well, first of all, financial literacy. Most of us know nothing about money. You know, it's amazing. Our kids go to school for 20 years. We teach them about algebra and geometry and things they'll never use in their life, but we never teach them about money, how credit cards work, how mortgages work, how investments work. So as soon as they graduate from school, they go out and buy a new car, get the car payments, get a big bill every single month, and they get into a hole they can never get out of.
One of the symptoms that you said that you have a financially sick household talks about car payments. It's that your payments exceed $300 a month. Why is that a bad thing?
You know, the reason why most families have no net worth is cars and houses.
Okay.
They buy brand new cars every 3 or 4 years, and they have these big car payments. Some families have 2 new cars, so it's like $800 a month between them. That used to be a mortgage years ago.
Okay.
And people buy big houses, so we have big mortgages, big car payments. That's what destroys our net worth.
All right, that's just one example. There are many, but how do you diagnose if your family is ailing? What are some of the things you notice?
You're not saving any money, number one. You're spending more than you're bringing in. And credit cards, I call credit cards cancer to the financial body. I mean, it enables us to spend money we don't have. So get those credit card bills down. Don't use them except for emergencies. You know, get a used car instead of a new car. Keep your housing payments down to only about 25% of your income.
And some of these problems tend to stress you, stress your marriage, stress all kinds of things.
And you know what? Financial unhealthiness transcends into physical unhealthiness. We have stress, we have marital problems. You know, it's real important to keep ourselves financially healthy to maintain physical health.
All right, so what's the prescription then? Because nobody wants what you're saying.
Well, we have to go back to the financial values of our grandparents. You know, the last 30 years, we've lived the most prosperous lives of anybody in the history of the planet. But it was an illusion. It was built on debt and spending. Now we have to save if we want to buy something, buy what we need, not what we want. All
right, Lou, we're going to get you to stick around and answer some of our calls so that people can find out what the prescription is for them. Lou, the financial physician, is going to take your phone calls coming up after the break. So if you have a question, our phone lines are open now at 410-481-4545. You can also send us a tweet at Fox Baltimore or go through our Facebook page. You're watching Fox 45 Morning News, all local, all morning.
Fox Thursday.
Guaranteed. Save money. Live better. Walmart.
We are back with LouisScatigna, the financial physician. He is taking your calls about family finances for our Take Action Thursday. So if you have a question, the phone lines are open at 410-481-4545, or you can send us a tweet or go through our Facebook page. Our first caller is Rhonda in Baltimore. Good morning, Rhonda.
Good morning.
What's your question?
I'm just trying to figure out, how do you account for unexpected expenses? My car went up. It's $3,000 to repair. There's no way I could have budgeted for that.
That comes down to actually saving money for a rainy day. You know, most Americans don't have an emergency fund. And that's the most important thing that we need to do, is we need to have 3 to 6 months living expenses in a liquid account before we invest or do anything else. Unfortunately, most Americans are spending too much money that they can't even save for the rainy day. And many Americans, after 2 weeks of not getting a paycheck, are basically broke. So the whole idea is to build up an emergency fund for just those reasons.
So save, save, save. All right. Dolores in Baltimore is on the line. Good morning, Dolores. Dolores?
Yes.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
What's your question?
I wanted to find out, I'm in a loan modification program with Bank of America, and I wanted to know, how long does it take to have a loan modification process?
And that's a good question. The loan modification program is not what it's meant to be. I believe it's for the banks, it's not for the people. I know somebody who just went through a loan modification. They weren't paying their mortgage for about 3 or 4 months. They did a loan modification. The bank said, pay $2,100 a month, your old mortgage payment. Let's see that you can do it, and then we'll modify your loan. Well, when they modified the loan, they took all the old payments and fees, put them back into a new loan, raised the interest rates, and now their payment is $300 more a month than it was prior to the loan modification. So loan modification is not what it's meant to be for many people. And for many people, they're finding that it is for the banks.
Okay.
And it makes the banks healthy, it makes the bank's income look better.
So Dolores might want to rethink that. Good luck with that. Walter is on the line now from Baltimore. Good morning, Walter.
Good morning, guys.
How are you?
I did everything he said. As I've been unemployed for about 6 months. I had my savings, and I'm approaching the checking savings, the active savings. But my question to him concerns the 401k that I have moved into a money market. At what point, and I can go through the rest of the year with my basic savings, but at what point would he suggest that I go back into that, and does he have any idea of the tax laws on the money market money that I want to, that's my
Okay. All right, we had it, Walter.
So you want to access your 401k if you need to. If you're not 59 and a half, there's going to be, number one, tax on the distribution from the 401k, and there'll be a 10% penalty. But many people are accessing their 401ks because it's the last place, the last reservoir of money that they have. So if you have to do it, you have to do it. Just realize that you're going to pay a 10% penalty if you're not 59 and a half, and you're going to pay tax on the distribution.
Okay, and just really quickly, on our Facebook page, Sade wrote in and said, how do you save money for a rainy day if you have tons of bills and your paycheck is no more than $550 the majority of the time? We had a lot of questions about that. If your bills equal what you get paid, how do you save?
You don't. You can't save. It doesn't work. The whole idea is to keep your bills lower than your income.
Okay.
And we can control that by buying used cars, keeping it for a long time, buying smaller homes and things like that. We have
or
to
maybe
adjust.
getting more jobs. You suggest
or
getting
try to make more
part-time
income.
something?
But the key is it's all about spending. We spend too
Okay.
much money.
All right, Lou, thank you so much for coming in. We appreciate it.